A long time ago, in a faraway city, there lived a poor young man named Aladdin. He lived with his mother in a small, simple house. Aladdin and his mother did not have much money. Aladdin was playful and often spent his days wandering around the streets. He was not very responsible, and his mother often worried about their future. One day, while Aladdin was playing outside, a man came up to him. The man was dressed in fine clothes and looked rich. He said, "Hello, young man. My name is Mustafa. I am a merchant, and I sell fine goods." "Are you Aladdin?" Aladdin was surprised. "Yes, I am. How do you know my name?" he asked. Mustafa smiled and said, "I knew your father. He was my brother. That makes me your uncle. I have been traveling for many years, and I finally found you." Aladdin was happy. He had never met his uncle before. Mustafa gave him some money and said, "Come with me, Aladdin. I want to help you and your mother." The next morning, Mustafa came to Aladdin's house. He brought Aladdin some new clothes. "You look like a fine young man now," Mustafa said. "Today, we are going on an adventure." Aladdin was excited. He followed Mustafa out of the city. They walked for a long time until they reached a rocky area. Mustafa stopped and said, "We are here." "What is here?" Aladdin asked. Mustafa pointed to the ground. "There is a secret cave under these rocks. It is full of treasure. I will use my magic to open it." Aladdin was shocked. "You have magic?" he asked. Mustafa smiled. He took out a small pouch and threw some powder on the ground. Then, he said some strange words. Suddenly, the ground opened, and a dark hole appeared. "Go inside, Aladdin," Mustafa said. "You will find gold, jewels, and many treasures. Bring them to me. But most importantly, bring me the old lamp. It is very special." Aladdin was scared, but he agreed. He climbed down into the cave. Inside, he saw mountains of gold, shiny jewels, and beautiful treasures. It was like a dream. Then, he saw the old lamp. It was dirty and did not look special, but he picked it up. "Uncle, I have the lamp," Aladdin called. "Good," Mustafa said. "Now give it to me." But Aladdin was still in the cave. "Help me out first, and then I will give you the lamp," he said. Mustafa became angry. "Give me the lamp now," he shouted. Aladdin refused. Mustafa said more strange words, and the cave closed. Aladdin was trapped inside. Aladdin was scared and did not know what to do. He sat on the ground and looked at the lamp. It was very dirty, so he decided to clean it. He rubbed the lamp with his sleeve. Suddenly, smoke came out of the lamp, and a giant genie appeared. The genie was huge, with glowing eyes and a deep voice. "I am the genie of the lamp. He said, "I can grant you 3 wishes. What do you wish for?" Aladdin was surprised and scared. He thought for a moment and said, "I wish to go home." The genie nodded. "Your wish is my command," he said. In an instant, Aladdin found himself back in his house. He was holding the lamp tightly. Aladdin told his mother everything. She was amazed, but also worried. "This lamp is powerful," she said. "We must be careful." With the genie's help, Aladdin and his mother's life changed. Aladdin wished for food, clothes, and money. The genie provided everything. Soon, they were no longer poor. Aladdin became a kind and generous man. He helped other people in the city and became well-liked. One day, Aladdin saw the Sultan's daughter, Princess Jasmine, in the market. She was beautiful and kind. Aladdin fell in love with her immediately. "I want to marry her," he told his mother. His mother said, "She is a princess. You are just a common man. It will not be easy." Aladdin decided to use the genie's magic. He rubbed the lamp and said, "Genie, I wish for a palace that is more beautiful than the Sultan's palace. Your wish is my command." The genie said. The next morning, a grand palace stood near the Sultan's palace. It was made of gold and jewels. Aladdin sent a message to the Sultan, asking to marry Princess Jasmine. The Sultan was surprised by Aladdin's wealth and agreed. Meanwhile, Mustafa heard about Aladdin's success. He realized that Aladdin must have escaped the cave with the lamp. He became very angry and decided to get the lamp back. One day, when Aladdin was away, Mustafa came to the palace. He disguised himself as a merchant and called out, "New lamps for old! New lamps for old!" Princess Jasmine heard him and thought it was a good idea. She took the old lamp and gave it to Mustafa in exchange for a shiny new lamp. Mustafa laughed and ran away. When Aladdin returned, he saw that the lamp was gone. He knew something was wrong. Suddenly, the palace disappeared. The genie was gone too. Mustafa had used the lamp to move the palace and Princess Jasmine to a faraway place. Aladdin did not give up. He asked the people in the city if they had seen anything unusual. A merchant told him, "I saw a strange palace appear in the desert. It was shining like gold. Perhaps you should look there." Aladdin packed some food and water and began his journey. The desert was hot and endless. Aladdin walked for many days. He was tired and hungry, but he did not stop. Finally, Aladdin saw the palace in the distance. It was exactly as the merchant described. When he got closer, he saw guards around the palace. They worked for Mustafa. Aladdin hid behind a rock and thought about what to do. "I need to find a way to get inside without being seen," he said to himself. He waited until night. When the guards were asleep, he climbed over the wall and sneaked into the palace. Inside the palace, Aladdin found Princess Jasmine. She was locked in a room. "Jasmine, I am here to save you," he whispered. "Aladdin, be careful. Mustafa is very powerful," she said. Aladdin made a plan. He found Mustafa in the main hall, holding the lamp. Mustafa was laughing and talking to himself. "Now I am the most powerful man in the world," he said. Aladdin waited until Mustafa drank his tea. He had secretly put sleeping powder into the tea earlier. Mustafa yawned and fell asleep. Aladdin quickly took the lamp. He rubbed the lamp, and the genie appeared. "Genie, I wish to bring the palace and Princess Jasmine back home," Aladdin said. "Your wish is my command," the genie said. In an instant, the palace and Princess Jasmine were back where they belonged. Mustafa was left alone in the desert. Without the lamp, he had no power. Back in the city, the people cheered for Aladdin. He had saved Princess Jasmine and brought the palace back. The Sultan was impressed by Aladdin's bravery and kindness. He gave his blessing for Aladdin and Jasmine to marry. Aladdin decided to use his last wish to free the genie. "Genie, I wish for your freedom," he said. The genie was surprised and happy. "Thank you, Aladdin. You are a good and kind man," he said before disappearing. Aladdin and Jasmine lived happily ever after. They ruled the city with fairness and love. Aladdin never forgot the lessons he learned: to be brave, kind, and wise. He also learned that true wealth comes from helping others and being a good person. The people in the city told Aladdin's story for many generations. It became a tale of courage, kindness, and the power of love. And so, the story of Aladdin and the magic lamp lived on forever.